You know why the real ones get out the streets? Because one day they realize they tired of going to jail. They know what it's like to sit in the courtroom at trial. And the rowdiest one out the squad sitting up there on the stand with a button up on, telling on them, talking like you influenced him to make all the bad choices he made. Damn, he was the main one with it. Yep, I wouldn't go as far as to say fuck the streets, because I know it's a lot of real ones in the streets that's working hard to come up out the streets. Yeah, it's at that moment you tend to understand the working man, and you tend to develop an affinity for the hard-working, law-abiding citizens, and you begin to aspire to be just like them. Yeah, we just choose a free world job over a prison job.
This is my message to you young kids. When they catch you, 9 times 10, whatever you dealing in, the pills, the weed, or whatever you dealing with, it gonna have a trace of fentanyl on it. When they send it to that lab, you gonna have a fentanyl case and you ain't gonna know it. And you're gonna be able to be tried with this fentanyl law. The guys that they're finna lock up now, finna take my bed, your bed, and his bed, is going in for their life.
We live in a byproduct of niggas who was our idols and who we celebrated, who destroyed our community. And niggas get out of jail and won't love. We've been backwards in what we've celebrated and what we propelled and what we pushed and what we supported. And like I said, we all guilty in it. And this is a byproduct of that. I see that shit all the time in the city I'm from. Or we see it in South, we see it in Oakland. And this is all we've seen. You can't blame hip hop, but hip hop is so powerful. There's a reason they bought out all the labels.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like,
right.
We have a fistful responsibility. You know, every year is our responsibility because what we putting out into the world and what we promoting. Like, you can't think, nigga, most of us knew a song before we even knew how to do division.
Facts.
So you're not gonna tell me it's not impactful or it's not hip hop. Some of us was raised on music. You feel me? Like it is too impactful for us to just treat it like, oh no, let them little niggas just rap. Let them go with that. You feel me? Cause some of them, they not even living it. The hip hop end up making them live it because they lying and now niggas testing them. Now they gotta turn into a whole different person that they never was just to live the shit that they rapping because they heard another nigga rapping and go viral and this put them on the main feed. Me and Gazi had the same talk. I'm like, bro, do you
right.
And like I say, it's something we've all done as a community. We've all ingested it and allowed it and supported it and propelled it. Even though we listen to these songs, we like, bro, this nigga is tight.
Yeah.
You know, that's what Max said, but they talented. Yeah, nigga is talented. A nigga who sell crack talented too.
Man.
Then they'll build a whole drug empire. That doesn't mean what he doing ain't detrimental. And it's a problem far deeper than the music. Like, it's within the community, but it's something that when we stop being complicit and we start telling niggas like, nah, that's not good. Like, I was riding my bike one day, I was on streams, and I went down Sonoma, where I'm from, and it's hella prostitute younger. Like, Sonoma known for that shit.
Right.
And that shit, like, that was the first time in my life, like, it hurt me. It broke my heart, and it was like, damn, I know niggas who been pimping since I was, and it's like, you complicit, wrong, and you cool. Like, the nigga fly, nigga got the card.
Right.
And it's like, nigga, you not cool, nigga, you a loser.
I said it's hard for you to point the finger and be like, who making the music when you look at your library, you support all the same, like all the people that make it, support it. What there ain't no difference. So everybody gotta look at themselves and their individual responsibility in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Me as well. Like I slapped and supported all this shit too. But I'm getting to a point in my life where it's like, bro, that's not what we own, nigga. I'm not impressed. It's not cool, nigga. I'm not fascinated that you got 16-year-old girls on the corner working for you and getting you money.
Nigga, if I step to your face and tell you f your dead homie in your face, you gonna tell me all those are nothing but words?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Hell no, those are fighting words. Those are shooting words.
I'm gonna tell you a goddamn lie. What I'm gonna fight you for and I got to go home to my kids? I'm gonna fight you for, nigga, I make damn near $10,000 a week and that can stop. What I'm gonna fight you? My homies is dead. Your words don't hurt me. Fuck your mama. Niggas, you don't know now, nigga. Matter of fact, I ain't even got no dead homies, nigga. I'm 45 years old. I ain't got no dead homies. How that's gonna hurt me? I'm a grown goddamn man. Don't no words affect me, boy. Words affect your mama, son. Words don't affect no man. Words affect boys and women, nigga. I'm a goddamn man. When did niggas start listening to words?
Your circle matters more than you think.
Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. If everyone around you broke and comfortable, guess where you headed? Surround yourself with people going somewhere. Iron sharpens iron, but rust spreads faster.
To understand is that we are starting to see a generation become what it is that they watch. And the algorithm on all social media accounts is more willing to show you a K-flop before they willing to show you a version of me. Because one thing that the system don't benefit from is for us as young black men to learn how to critically think. How did a race that once used to be killed in pursuit of learning how to read and become literate stop doing so? But now I'm noticing my young men, they aspire to be YouTubers and streamers. If left to the narratives in mainstream media, you will be made to feel as if you can't be black and a scholar too. They only portray us as athletes and entertainers, as if the only forms of contribution we make to the world is being a source of entertainment. And then what's worse is that these narratives that we've seen on mainstream media is having real adverse effects. I'm gonna use Howard University for an example. They said that 19% of Howard University demographic, student demographic, is young black men, which means that there's more non-young black men attending a historically black college than young black men. And I have a problem with that. Because what is it that's making us feel as if we are intellectually inferior? Because I'm also noticing that there's a silencing of our scholars. What do I mean? When I was in Syracuse, I noticed the trend that was happening. I'm like, yo, why I don't ever see Louis Farrakhan? I don't see Angela Davis. So I'm wondering what happened to my scholars. Because when I look at my history, that's who I look up to. Do y'all understand what I mean? There's some people that have never talked to a black person in their life. And the only references of how we exist is our entertainers. Then I went to speak out of school and I told a young man, why you call me a YN? Why not call me a young king, young god? He said, nah, that's crazy. I said, so wait, you find that you are more comfortable reaffirming me and being a young Negro than in being a young god? And I said, who conditioned us to feel that way? Because there's no way we could build a village where the youth don't respect their elders and their elders are scared of their children. But another thing I noticed that I did wrong is that I assume that you all should know what it is that I have been taught. What do I mean? When I first came to speak in February, one of the young men came to speak and he said it was his first time wearing a suit. That's the reality. I forgot that part. Then I'm assuming you all should know what it is that I have been taught. So now I have to teach. As young black men, I need all y'all to always have at least one black suit.